Alright, hey, I made it to day 3. We are midday, day 3. I must say, I did not sleep good last night. So I woke up and I went ahead and took, I probably got about 11, 12, 1, 3.5 hours of sleep. I was up at 1:30. I took a Klonopin, which I'm prescribed, and a Phenergan, which is promethazine, and a little TMI, but I had started my period. So that's why I was having the really bad stomach cramps on day 2, because I thought that was really wacko that I was having those cramps so soon, because like the cramps don't come till like day 3, day 4, day 5, like the stomach cramps day 3, 4, or whatever. Anyway, so it was really crazy yesterday. I took a half a Zofran just now for the stomach cramps. Some Gas X. I did discover that Gas X helps because I didn't have any Imodium, but I didn't need Imodium. I had cramps. Turns out, I think they were gas cramps. So I took, don't drink sodas while you're doing this. You'll get really bad gas cramps. So drink water. And I have this blend, it's called Hydrate. I'm an independent consultant for a company that puts out these super dense food shakes, which I've been drinking one every day, packed full of adaptogens and phytonutrients and all this shit that we need in our body that we cannot get unless we get it through a shake or a supplement. You're gonna have to pay for it. Okay, you're not gonna go to the grocery store and get it. You're gonna have to get it from an independent consultant. Anyway, and maybe not my company, but some company. So anyway, let's see. I went back to sleep. I watched Grey's Anatomy, caught up on I'm still on season 15. So I'm just trying to get caught up on season 15 so I can start season 16, because I don't really watch TV because I'm a mother of 3, hence why I'm on Suboxone. So let's just back up a minute. I kicked Suboxone last summer, okay? I kicked it and I went 8 days, and then I relapsed on day 9 because still my drug dealer lives next door and he's family. He gets prescribed Suboxone, and so it's so easy for me to go get a couple of strips, a month and make it last. So I jumped off at about 1 milligram. They were 12 milligram strips, and they usually last me about 2 weeks, maybe. We can have 2 weeks. I'm going to say 2 weeks. So my jump off was probably a little under 1 milligram. It wasn't that bad. But I wasn't planning on jumping off. My husband found my slip, and since he already knew what they were, he was like, "What the hell, Tracy? Why do you have these again? What are you doing?" I'm like, "I've been taking them since February." So anyway, back up to June, July of 2018. I jumped off at a little less than 1 milligram, and I did really well with my withdrawal. I can post some of those videos. I just never posted them. I did really, really well, I think, with that. But I got to the good part. I got to day 8, but I was tired, and I was tired of being tired. And I'm like, I need freaking energy. I need energy. So what do? Go get a strip. So then I have my strip. I think we left to go to Vegas too, and so it was just a combo of stuff. So anyway, I ended up kicking again when I got back from Vegas. And that was interesting. I just watched a video on it. I don't think I made any videos after day 1 or day 2, but I know I kicked it because I've been off of it since February of 2019. So that pause, PAWS, ain't no joke, people. It ain't no joke. You get through the hard shit, this DTs, this withdrawal symptoms, the anxiety, the restless legs. That's what's killing me. Last time I had Vistaril dude, if you can get your hands on Vistaril, it's like made for detox. All right, it is designed for restless leg syndrome. I don't know what's in it, but I was on a medicine last year that caused restless leg syndrome, and so my doctor prescribed it to me. Little did I know it was a miracle drug. I did not have restless legs. I have restless legs now, and they drive me crazy. So, I work out every day. I did not work out yesterday because I was cramping so freaking bad. But I plan on working out today after I go to work, because I feel good enough to do that. But I've been sleeping like off and on all morning. I took like a Finagrin. I slept from 4 to 6. I went and got some donuts for my family. Then I slept from like 7 to 8:39. Then I got up, and then I slept from like 11 to 1. So I'm sleeping, but I'm also got some Xanax, and I got some Klonopin and Finagrin, which all will knock your ass out. So I'm awake. I just woke up from my nap. I'm drinking my coffee. Speaking of Vegas, my Vegas cup. Alright, my Vegas cup. Yeah, handle break off. Anyway, I don't know why my dishwasher does that. Breaks all the handles. It's probably because I let my 17-year-old load the dishwasher, but he's got to do something. Anyway, so here we go to work. I didn't go to work yesterday because I was doubled over in stomach cramps. Like, I don't even know if I made a video yesterday. I was bad off, but I don't think it was withdrawal. I think it was menstrual cramps on top of withdrawal. You know, like, I was already the anxiety was there. You know, I kept going to the bathroom. The Gas X helped. I took Finagrin. I took a Zofran. I just kept taking everything to please God. You know, I was doubled over in pain. I just didn't know if I was going to make it. And I certainly couldn't go to work like that. But I've got to go to work because it's the end of the quarter, and I have October 31st deadline. October 15th taxes are due. I'm an accountant. It's just, and if my husband wouldn't have found that shit, I would not even be getting off. Like, I was going to be on Suboxone the rest of my life. The rest of my life, okay? And I can't be, because I'm going to lose my family. He does not believe in Suboxone treatment. So forever, for the rest of my life, and I am 42, I will always fight an opiate addiction. Always. So that means when I go to the dentist, I can't take pain pills. I always got to get Tramadol. And then, if I have surgery, like, I had a baby, and he wouldn't even let me have the pain pills. But I snuck them from the doctor. He came in to check me out, and this is how we got back on Suboxone. See, he came and checked me out while my husband wasn't in the room, and he gave me this script of 30 oxycodones. Well, guess what? I went home, husband went to work, called up Pops. I'm like, hey, Dad, can you take me to the pharmacy, please? So, dropped off my prescription. He went back and picked it up. Took all 30 of them within a month. I did good. It was a month. And then I wanted more. And I started getting them off the street. And then the next thing you know, I was like, well, I'm going to have to do something because these bitches are expensive. And I can't depend on other people for my opiate addiction. So let me just go to what I know. Back to the Suboxone, back to next door where readily supply. So, was on it for 2.5 years before my husband busted me and I had to get off. Husband busted me again. A few months later, I'm getting off again. But back to that pause, PAWS is no joke. Like, y'all, it's no joke. I mean, you're not out the clear. Just because you made it 14 days, just because you made it 30 days, doesn't mean you're going to be off of that shit forever. Because once an addict, always an addict. I mean, period, the end. Don't think just because you kicked this shit, you've done kicked it forever. Perfect example, I've kicked it three or four times in the past 10 years. And I always end up right back here. This time I'm documenting that shit. and I watch this shit for myself. Maybe not for y'all, but for myself. But I'm going to do this for y'all this time. So back to day 4. Symptoms are none really. Anxiety, restless legs. That's it. And I'm like midday 3. Like it's 2 o'clock. And I dose at 4:30 in the morning. So my last dose was, I gotta get out of my driveway. My last dose was 7. Not 7. My last dose was, Wednesday morning at 4:30 a.m. Alright, it is Saturday at 2:05 p.m. So, I think my clock's 10 minutes fast. So, it's 1:55 p.m. And I'm like driving a car. I'm like drinking coffee. I don't have any more gas X, but I work down the road from a CVS. Got my hair in a bun. I've been taking baths. Washed my hair yesterday. Like, it's not that bad, y'all. It's really not. My best friend, she is so scared to come off of it. She's come off of it 3 times. But she just has this fear that she can't do it, that she's going to be uncomfortable and not be able to take care of her kids and her family. And she does have a big family and a lot of kids. But you can do it. I just told her, jump off with me, dude. Come on. Like, she's taking less than a fucking milligram a day. Like, what's the point? Just jump off. Jump the fuck off. Like, dude, just get off. I mean, I know she's getting something out of it, because I was too. I could take a freaking 0.1 of milligram and I can feel it. That shit is so strong. That's why I never, like, the last time I jumped off, I was on probably 8 milligrams a day almost. I got up that high. Then I dropped to 4. It was over a 6-week taper. I mean, I went through the night sweats and shit while I was tapering down. So I didn't really have night sweats whenever I came off, because I came off a little less than a milligram, and I didn't have night sweats, and I only had diarrhea like one day. I had to take some Imodium AD. We were on the way home from Florida, because I went on day 3. I drove my ass to Florida to the beach. I said, if I'm gonna fucking detox, I'm gonna detox on the fucking beach, because I was cold. Like, I was cold, and it was June, July, like end of June. I was freezing my ass off. Okay, now it's fucking October, and it's the high today, 66 degrees. But I don't really have the chills right now. I don't know. My detox really isn't that bad. It's just the sleeplessness, you know, and the restless legs. And being tired. Being tired doesn't help. I do have an Adderall. When I get desperate, like, and I gotta work, I got an Adderall. So, I hear that makes it worse, but you gotta do what you gotta do to get your work done. Alright, so I've been talking like 13 minutes. That's plenty. That's plenty for day 3. Peace out. I'll let y'all know if my day gets worse. Probably won't. It usually is good once I get past the morning roughness, you know, the exhaustion, the everything. It usually gets better once I get moving. So, I'm moving, everything should be fine. I'm gonna go to work and pretend like I'm fucking Susie Sunshine and I'm ready to work. Because yesterday I called in sick. And I was sick. I was doubled up in fucking cramps. Usually I call in sick every time I start my period anyway, because I get migraines. I didn't get a migraine this time. I got really bad fucking cramps. Like, I thought I was gonna have to go to the hospital, y'all. It was so bad. Like, I was doubled over crying and moaning and, ugh. Anyway, I don't wish that on anybody. But I didn't never have that before. I had some regular kind of stomach cramps, but nothing that doubled me over. Alright, peace out, y'all. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.